Okay, so I won't beat around the bush here. So sales is the spearhead of most companies. Without the sales, everything starts to dry out, the options become less, and you become more reactive rather than proactive. So we'll just get straight into it. So I got a call the other day from somebody who runs a multi-million-pound company, and he said to me, "No, I've got a bit of a problem with my sales team." I said, "Okay, what's the problem?" And he said to me, "Look, we're doing okay, however, I feel like competitor X is taking a lot of business from us. And listening to some sales calls from some of my guys, I think I've identified the problem. I've tried to fix it over a period of time, but it's just not worked. Spoken to my managers, that's not worked either. So just wondered whether you've got any ideas, any pearls that you can share with me." So I said, "Okay, cool." So I listened to some of those calls. And straight away I identified a few little bits that we can maybe work on, some previous things that I've done before at previous companies, and some little systems and processes that we can put in place to sort of get that person to where they need it to be. So we're sort of on that journey now to do that. Since then I've had a few people reach out to me to say, "I've got this problem, that problem." So what I've decided is I'm going to be putting some systems and processes in place myself, where I'm going to start offering workshops to companies, and also one-to-one with certain individuals as well that also want to work with me on that basis, from the sales consultancy and business consultancy side of things. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, then drop me a message and I'll be more than happy to have that conversation with you. So when it comes down to sales, one thing I learned was many years ago was somebody told me, he said, the best salespeople are the people that don't sell anything. And I sat up in my chair and I was like, "What do you mean they don't sell anything?" I said, "They're a salesperson." "Well, what are you talking about?" So he put on his glasses, looked at me and went, "I mean, they don't sell anything though." So I was like, right. I was like, this guy's cracking. And then he started to explain exactly what he meant by that. He said, "Look, people don't like being sold to, they just don't like it." And I was like, right. And then he went on to explain to me, to say, "How do you feel when you get sold to? How do you feel when you walk into a shop and somebody says to you, 'Can I help you with anything?'" I'm like, "Well, I'm not invading my personal space here. What's going on?" He said, "Exactly." So I was like, okay, so I sat up in my chair. I was like, this guy's obviously got something to tell me, so go ahead, crack on. Bear in mind, this guy works for like one of the biggest consulting companies. I won't mention their name, but they're big, and the company that paid for it paid a lot of money to get these people in. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn something here. Let's listen. So he said to me, he said, "How do you get somebody to do something without telling them to do it?" And I was just like, right, okay, come on, let's get on with it. And he's like, "By making them think that they made that decision. All you did was give them the options." So I was like, all right. So he went on to explain how this went about, and then we went back and forth a little bit. And we started to implement and try some of these things that this person was talking about. And I was like, I came back to him, I was like, "Oh my God, it worked." And he's like, "Of course it worked." He said, "It works because that's how the psychology of selling works. And when you look into the mechanics of the way that the brain works, people make decisions." He took me on this rabbit hole, this journey of like, okay, this is what the top 1% do, this is what the high performers do, etc. I was hooked on it. I was like, wow, this is so exciting. Started to read books, watching YouTube videos, really getting into it. And anyway, over the years I've been practicing this, trying to master this art, of selling, and it's served me well. So I've learned quite a lot over the years, and obviously this is something that you'd like to know more about, or even just get better at the way that you're selling and the way you're coming across to customers, whether it be communication, objection handling, or just setting strategies and your own systems and processes in place that will work for you and help you hit those goals consistently, and start to really stand out within your department or your company or your business or whatever it is you're trying to do, and I'll be more than happy to try and help you out. So if this is something you're interested in, like I said, drop me a message and I'll be happy to talk to to you about it. Take care, have a good day. Bye for now.